He's always in his room, sleeping. Or is he?
Growing up, I really loved cartoons and I always wanted to make cartoons and I always wondered how they were made. My interest in art came at a very young age. I was around 6, 7 years old. I remember one day when I was in, I think primary 2 or so, I got back home and I was watching Spider-Man, the old Spider-Man movie, and I just paused it and drew like a particular scene. I used to draw from Super Strikers comics. I used to just try and copy exactly what's there. I drew throughout my primary school and secondary school days. But then, like towards my secondary school, I started getting discouraged because I didn't know that there was any profession I could go into with my art apart from just selling portraits. And going into university, for my first year, I totally stopped drawing and just tried to focus on my course. But later on, I discovered that I could actually do digital arts, and with that, it's very lucrative. There are a lot of things you can apply your art to. I realized there are many opportunities when a friend of mine in school introduced me to this application called Affinity Designer that he could use to do digital arts. He showed me some of his work and I was like, whoa, bro, how did you do this? I didn't go to any art school. I'm self-taught. Starting out, it was just about trying to replicate the images I see in comics and cartoons as best as I could. But then, after finding out about digital arts, I started watching YouTube videos. I started getting courses on Skillshare, watching videos on digital painting, line arts, and things like that. I started practicing my digital arts around, say, February, March 2020, and it only took me like 2 to 3 months before I started getting illustration gigs. Well, it really wasn't that 2 months that really made my arts as good as it is today. I feel like most of it was actually from the experience I had drawing from a very young age. Not actively trying to get better or anything, just drawing consistently. I feel that really helps me. But that period when I was learning, when I started digital arts, that was just for me to transfer from traditional to digital. As a digital illustrator, I draw. I draw characters for comic books. I design characters for animation and stuff. I also do arts for music artists, for album covers, book covers, and so on and so forth. The first paid gig I did, it was just like 2-page comic blurb, and I was paid 5,000 naira for each one. And then someone saw my art on Instagram and wanted me to do a cover for his book. After doing that, he paid me 10,000 naira. As a freelance digital illustrator, I spend most of my day at home on my laptop. Most of the time, I'm just in my room, and people usually think I'm just there sleeping or lazing around or doing nothing, but I'm actually working. But yeah, I know I'm lazy, but I'm also working.
You drew this from scratch?
Yeah, I drew this, and then I just added a little animation to the glow, and I used it to make a kind of GIF. This is one of the ones I did with pencil, and then I just took a picture, sent it to my laptop here. I just traced over. This was one of them as well.
You did this from scratch?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you do 3D.
As you can see, there are many processes that go into constructing the facial features and everything.
That looks like Labaja.
Yeah. It's a character inspired by Labaja.
Okay. This is you.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is your coat.
I used to sell them for like 5 naira, 10 naira, 20 naira. I remember there was a time I made up to 500 naira plus.
In one day?
Yeah.
In one day?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so how many of those drawings, if you are now selling each one for 20 naira, that's 500 divided by 20, that's how many? That's like 25?
Yeah, I did a lot.
Wow.
That time, I used to buy like a whole 60 leaves notes and then just fill everything up with drawings during the holiday.
You are balling. How old did you say you were again at that time?
I was around 9,
9.
10, yeah. There was an experience I had with a policeman while traveling. He stopped us and searched and he saw my laptop and he tried to accuse me of stealing the laptop, and he ended up collecting money from our driver out. Fortunately for me, our driver was kind enough to help me beg him and he had to settle him and all that before he let me go. He was actually threatening to take me to the police station for stealing my own laptop. He asked me for the receipts. I told him I wasn't with it, that it's my dad, he was going to send the picture and all that. And even after I showed him the picture, he was like, there was a nearby hostel that was robbed and they stole a laptop, and he was just trying to say that I stole the laptop basically. I feel like I deserve that right to move around freely without being called a Yahoo boy or a criminal for just having a laptop. My name is Aziz Chopin. I'm a digital illustrator.